cut to the chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face, just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. Hey, legends don't die anyway. I was working on a play today. Body bags covered away. I paved, zipped up like a bathing ape. How many of us then came and stayed? Not too many. I've been staying awake to get it and get right on every mistake. I give them a bite, they taking a plate. It's all been a feeling that I couldn't shake. So I just keep killing till I'm at the gates. We straight, we treat them like worms in a lake. They bake, just give me a drum and a bass. I skate and grind till I'm numb in the face, okay? Don't fuck up my day. Don't talk about clutch, I got ice in my veins. I'm coated in tray, I stick to the code. I'm glitching the game. I do anything for the win at the end of the day. I gotta cut to the chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place. Every step walking with grace, amen. Keeping my foot off the brakes. Impact, I'm ready to brace. We fall down and land on our face, just to get up and finally escape. Wait, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. Legends don't die anyways. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in the grave. They live through the story they made, okay? Boom, boom, boom. Baby, I'm trying to get paid. work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for wherever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. The comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chilling in the desert, I'm good under pressure. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles. On the ground, when we to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles. On the ground, when we to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud. Up they was talking about all work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for wherever, I'll be front and center. Quick to sever, however, whoever. Raining from above, we shooting down through your umbrella. Ay, getting fed up, nothing you could tell us. Snapping every shot I take, just wait till it develops. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles. On the ground, when we to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles. On the ground, when we to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud. Up they was talking about. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. From the ground, when we to the clouds, never coming down. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found. Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
What's up, ladies and gents? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the show. How you guys holding up, man? You guys playing that DS2, huh? See you guys playing that DS2. What's going on? What's going on, man? Make sure you guys hit the like button, man. If you guys brand new to the channel, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on that post notification bell for everything gaming and technology, man. Appreciate you guys for being here. Seems like you guys are being... What's up? What's up? Lucci Sky says Death Stranding. That's all I'm hearing, man. That's all I'm hearing so far. So much better than the original. Game is a masterpiece, people are saying. The loading times are, oh, Lord, have mercy. Not even a blink of an eye. People are enjoying the game. And that's awesome, man. That's awesome. 6 years later, man, and people are blown away. So that's awesome to hear. Mark, what's up, man? Mark says, hopefully DS2 keeps me intrigued because DS1 didn't. We'll see. Hope so, man. Keep me posted. Immense 916. What's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. What's up, bro? What's going on, Ken? What's up, bro? My man, Anthony, what's up? What's going down? Mr. Din, what's it? 4 hours left. Me. Okay. Hey, Horn Warrior, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? So why aren't I playing? I'm not playing it until tomorrow. Not playing it. I don't have the collector's edition, so I'm not playing it early. So I'll be playing it tomorrow when I get a chance. Just been busy, dude. Like I said, I don't have I don't have the luxury of just jumping on stuff like I used to. You know what I mean? It all depends. If I get something early, then I'm able to jump on it. Like if I don't get it early, then I jump on it when I jump on it. So yeah, man. I'll get to it when I get to it, man. But I've seen all the reviews, gameplays, all that stuff, and people are loving the game. That's all that matters. Let's see here. It says today I went on ahead and pre-ordered Ninja Gaiden 4, Silent Hill F, and Little Nightmares 3, all for PS5 Pro. My man, skillful, always on top of it, man. Always on top of it. DS2 for Pro is absolute truth. Yeah, I'm hearing some people can't like for some reason, I'm hearing like the quality and the performance mode, like there's not really that much of a difference apparently. So most people are playing in like, you know, the performance mode. So that's what I'm hearing. I don't know. I'm hearing. So Marlon, it's true that Sony PlayStation 6 console is gonna. We don't know. That's not true, man. We don't know yet, Eric. I wouldn't even have that kind of mindset right now. We don't know. We don't know how much the PlayStation 6 is gonna cost. Plus, the console is not officially, you know, announced yet. So I wouldn't even talk about PlayStation 6 or even think about pricing right now. So that collector's edition looks fire. Yeah, I've seen my man, shout out to my man Panthorius. He tagged me in a bunch of stuff in regards to Death Stranding 2 and basically the collector's edition. So seems to be good, man. The delivery on the the quote unquote, no pun intended to Death Stranding 2, but the delivery on the collector's edition is really good. Like how they packaged everything, because Last of Us 2, the collector's edition for that, some people said their collector's edition was damaged. God of War Ragnarok collector's edition was damaged. So I don't know, man. That's good to know. Mark says, what's up? Same with me. Marlon says, I didn't care for DS1, so why in the heck would I drop extra to play early DS2? Yeah, I did enjoy DS2. I mean, DS1. I did enjoy it, and I was one of the ones that was kind of like, you know, hey, man, give the game a shot. You know, it's not as bad as how some people were making it seem. But then, like I said, man, just life happens and you just get so busy most of the time, you know what I mean? So yeah, if the opportunity presents itself for me to play it early, then for sure, but I'm not breaking my neck, dude. Like I'm not doing it. So whenever I get a chance to get on it, I'll get on it. Said the Pro 120 performance mode. Oh, is it 120? Nuh-uh. I didn't know that. 120. I heard about 60. I didn't know about 120. It says, what's up, Marlon? Got the Switch 2. It's 10 out of 10. Hey, Louise, I'm actually happy you're enjoying the Switch 2, man. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. It says, I paid the extra $10 for the digital deluxe for DS2 to play it early. Worth every penny. Hey, there you go. There you go, man. Yeah, I'm more of a physical kind of person, so I'm just gonna be getting the physical copy of the game and call it a day. Like I'm more of a physical kind of guy. So it says I'm buying Death Stranding 2 for my birthday. I should be able to buy it by the second week of July. Okay, Kendrick. Hey, I understand, man. You don't have the money right away to do it. Hey, it's all good, man. You know, the most important thing is that you're getting it. That's all that matters at the end of the day. That you're getting it. Like that's it. I said today's a good day. It says I got a permanent job set for life. Oh, nice. Happy to hear that. God bless. God bless. God bless. My man, Happy Cloud Gamer. Congratulations. God bless you, man, and your family. It's a good thing, my brother. It's a good thing. God is good. It says if you pre-order Little Nightmare 3, you will be able to get Little Nightmares 1 Enhanced Edition for free to play immediately. It says it's a PS5 Pro Enhanced 4K 60. Nice. Nice. So many games to play, man. So many games to play. So many games to play. He said already playing DS2 yesterday, and man, fire game. Yeah, hey, you know, like I said, it's a bittersweet thing for Kojima. You know, Kojima had more time with this game than he did with the original Death Stranding game. So, and then obviously the Decima engine has improved since 2019. Can you imagine 2019, bro? Like, that is crazy. Like to even think 2019. Lord have mercy. Like it's just, it's nuts to see. But yeah, he had more time, you know, with Death Stranding 2 than the original Death Stranding. And in every way, man, this thing is so much better. I'm hearing some stuff about less deliveries, and more like combat, more like gunplay and stuff like that. And like I've said, from what I've seen so far, it seems more of like Metal Gear Solid 5. To me, it's more of like a MGS5. Sort of like, I know some people are saying MGS5 sequel or something, but I don't know.
Even further beyond.
So yeah.
I am almost finished with DS1, so going to jump into DS2 around the weekend. Can't wait.
Hey, there you go. There you go, my man Francisco doing his thing, making them deliveries happen. See you out there delivering them packages, Francisco. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, man. Let's go. Let's go. Said thanks. DS1 delivery was stressful. Hey, there you go, man. There you go. There you go. I'm happy you guys delivering them packages, man. Something that I used to do, you know what I mean? Shoot, I used to do a while back. So I used to deliver packages for a living. So, hey, man, it's great to see you guys out here delivering them virtual packages, man. Get them packages out there. You know what I'm saying? Deliver them packages on time. Aye, aye. Says thinking strongly about, it says buying a Nintendo Switch 2 console after next week or either for my birthday, August 15th. Nice. Yeah, man. If you have the money to buy a Switch 2, then, you know, by all means do it. You know what I mean? You got Donkey Kong Bonanza. You have, what else? Shoot, you got Mario Kart. Metroid is on the way. Hopefully we get a release date on that. I heard some kind of rumor about like a Nintendo Direct that's supposed to be coming around, but we'll see what happens on that front. Chicken Eye says part 1 was boring, bro. I can kind of see where you're where you're coming from with that. Like the director's cut, they added so much more stuff, more mini games, more vehicles, you know, different ways to deliver packages, stuff like that. You know, more abilities, stuff like that, you know, but at the same time, DS2 is just, man, it's almost as if like DS2 is what Kojima's original vision was for the original game, if that makes sense. But man, the Decima engine is just incredible, man. I can only imagine the next Horizon game, because Horizon Forbidden West, especially like Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores. And if you look at Burning Shores, which is arguably one of the best open world, you know, game ever made. And then you look at, you know, Death Stranding 2, it's just like, whoa. And because, I mean, look at the world, how dense the world is and huge, you know what I mean? And there's not even a pop-in or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, man. The wizardry of Kojima, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, you know, pushing what, like 40 years now, just making games and everything is just, it's nuts, dude. It's literally nuts. Oh yeah. Definitely will try out Hellblade 2 on the Pro for sure. This has been trying to ask if DS2 delivery was lesser than DS1. That's what I heard. Cheeto. I don't know how true it is. I have to try it for myself and see. So I always love physical games, but
thanks for the dono.
With the play where
Marlon, what is this ghosting I'm hearing on the Switch 2 because I haven't seen it yet?
Ghosting? I have not experienced any ghosting. The only thing that I've heard is with Cyberpunk, apparently with HDR and 120 hertz. Thank you so much for the $5. With HDR and 120 hertz, there's some sort of glitch with like LG TVs, especially when it comes to the LG G4. But I haven't really heard anything about ghosting, so I haven't experienced anything like that. It said DS2 looks way better though than Horizon Forbidden West. I don't know, man. Like Burning Shores. I don't know. Horizon Forbidden West and Burning Shores, those two games, I mean, obviously DLC and the main game, but still, like, I don't know, dude. It looks amazing. Burning Shores, man, y'all should go back and play Burning Shores. Like, oh my God, dude. It looks absolutely amazing. And you have to understand, too, that I know a lot of people are comparing Hellblade 2 to Death Stranding 2, but you have to understand that, you know, Hellblade 2 is more of like a linear type of game. It's not open world. and Death Stranding 2 is open. You know what I mean? Massive. So it's just like it's like photorealistic, but at the same time, you know, Hellblade 2 photorealistic as well. Like arguably one of the best looking game ever made is freaking a Hellblade 2. So I mean, I don't know, man.
Thanks for the dono.
I'm targeting an S2 around August to September.
Okay. Hey, there you go, man. There you go. And that's why I was telling people like, you know, that the Switch 2 is gonna sell, man. Like the Switch, all the stuff that people were saying, like, oh man, nobody's gonna buy the Switch 2 and this and that. But I was like, bro, like people are gonna buy the Switch 2. They might not buy it at launch, but as soon as a game that drops that they want to play, they're gonna pick that. They're gonna pick it up. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna pick it up. So hey, Pika, appreciate that, man. Thank you for the $2, man. Thank y'all for the super chats. Definitely does help us out to help to end off the month strong. So I appreciate y'all. It says HB2 has the most realistic graphics. Man, I don't know. I gotta go back to Hellblade 2 again and look at Hellblade. But man, Death Stranding 2, God have mercy. From what I've seen, I have not played the game yet for myself, but from what I've seen online, God have mercy, dude. Game looks absolutely on. I don't even know what looks better anymore, bro. Like it's just like your eyes get accustomed to looking at all these insanely good looking games. And then when you see another one, like I seen people comparing GTA 6 to Death Stranding 2, like, you know, comparing Sam Bridges to like, my man, what's his name again in GTA 6? What's his name again? I can't think of his name right now. Jason. You know, showing Jason and showing Sam from what you call it, Death Stranding 2, and I'm just like, man, they both look incredible. Like, but the crazy part about it all is though, man, GTA 6, which we're gonna be talking about today, by the way, GTA 6. I mean, that game is, you got to remember, any game that is still in development has a chance to look better and play better, obviously, right? Depending on the developer, not all games, but depending on the developer. And GTA 6 is going to be the best looking game ever made when it comes out, period. So I don't know, man. I don't know. PS5 Pro HDR better than PS5 Slim. It's crazy. 5th year this year already. I know, man. I was just thinking about it too. I said, man, it's been I think I said that a couple streams ago. I was like, man, like 5 years already. You know what I'm saying? Like, golly, man, time just go by like this, like water, guys, like this. I promise y'all, it goes quick. It goes quick, man. So try to do the best that you can. Grady, what's going on, man? Try to do the best that you can. You know what I'm saying? Try to stay on top of everything that as much as you can. Hey, I meant to ask y'all a question. Hey, Mark. Mark, I know is heavy on VR stuff. Hey, Mark, did you pick up that Meta 3S? I almost went out of my way to get it to try to review it on the channel, but I was like, nah. I said, nah, I'm gonna save my money. I have other things to deal with. I don't have time. So I just like, you know what? Nah. And then I heard some people was like, nah, it's like, it's not as sharp or even on par with, because I'm not big on the whole meta thing anyway. So I don't know. I see a lot of people like, oh man, it's because it's Xbox branded. Like, it's just like, oh man, it's so good. I don't know. DeWan, what's going on? How you doing, man? It says, I'm keeping my Pro for the next 4 years. Yeah. It says, it's limited, bro. He says, once it sells out, it's not coming back. Yeah, that can sell out for me because, yeah, man, it's not as what I was thinking it's going to be. Plus, you only can stream. The xCloud, is at 1080p, and it's, having a 1080p resolution spread over 26. I forgot how massive the VR screen is. It's not gonna look as good as you think it's gonna look. So, let's see here. So GTA 6 trailer 1 is different between trailer 2. Oh, huge difference. Huge difference between trailer 1 of GTA 6 and trailer 2. Huge difference. And I'll tell you this right now. The next time you see it, oh, have mercy. Yeah. Said there will be an improvement. It says over graphics and the Rage 9 engine. Yeah. It says that did we see the lack? It says we did see the lack of Bethesda, but now we are getting Gamescom. It says Xbox Live Show with Bethesda, Starfield. We'll see. It says Meta Quest 3S is a downgrade from the base model. Yeah. Let's see here. It says Meta Quest 3S is better. It says Meta Xbox is just a reskin that comes with an Xbox controller. Black version looks sharp, but it's the same as the regular version. I have a Quest 3 and it's great. Okay, nice. How is that Batman game, Mark? Is that Batman game good on the Quest 3 or Quest S, or how's that Batman game? I heard everybody was talking about that Batman game, saying that it's good. Yeah, I saw that. I think they showed that off at Summer Game Fest. You talking about that Deadpool VR game? Yeah, I saw that. That looks pretty interesting. Antoine, what's up, man? How you doing? So what's up, bro? And I hope you are having a blessed day. Hey, thank you so much, man. I'm here, bro. I'm here. Just fighting, you know. Keep my foot on the gas, and another day, man, to give God thanks for. Appreciate it. It says market and gimmick. It said, but the 3S looks cooler. Yeah, I think most people are buying it because it has the Xbox logo on it. It has the green and the black theme. It just looks really nice. And then plus the controller as well. So I could see some people buying it because of that, because of those reasons. But I don't know. I said, do you see that HB? Yeah, right in the title. Right in the title, Lucci Sky. It's in the title, my brother. Let's see here. It says right now you should use GeForce Now or Boostroid. It's just to play high-end gaming in the cloud. Yeah. Plus, too, you can get access to Game Pass through GeForce Now. So yeah. But obviously it comes down to your internet connection, because some people's internet connection is not so great, right? So there you go. Byron, what's going on, man? How you doing? It says that you're eating good on PlayStation. You guys must be vegetarians. Oh, here we go. Must be vegetarians. Okay. All right, bro. All right. I hear you, bro. No, I'm just saying what's up with everybody first. That's all. We're not in the Q&A yet. I was just seeing what's up with everybody. That's all. Starting to trouble. Nah, man, I don't follow the one. I don't care about all that shenanigans, bro. I stay out of the YouTube drama and just do what I have to do and get off the internet. That's it. I don't have time. I really don't. Soap opera nonsense. It says, yes, so true. It says, and yes, not for all gamers still. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Sony wives are veg. Oh man, I'll just try to see what's up with y'all before we start the show, man. Appreciate y'all, boys. Thank y'all so much for y'all support, man. You guys are freaking fantastic human beings. I will say I do have some disappointing news. And I don't even, like I said, it is what it is. And this is part of why I've, initially, ask you guys to go on there and support as much as you guys can, because it definitely does help out the channel so that we can continue to do what we do here for you guys. And so I got an email from our quote unquote channel sponsor, Instant Gaming, this morning. And they are telling me that moving forward after, we were on a 2-month trial with them. And I guess the first month was good. I guess a lot of people bought a bunch of games and take part in the giveaway, try out the giveaway and stuff like that. But now, moving forward, unfortunately, I guess this month we didn't do so well, and they were hoping for, I guess, higher traffic to the website. So unfortunately, they're going to be pulling the plug on us. So I just look at it as, you know what, everything happens for a reason. And one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to force you guys into doing something you don't want to do. I think I've already plugged them probably like 5 times for this month. And I've said, hey, link is in the description. You know, you guys check out Instant Gaming. You know, if you guys care about buying your games digitally, I've bought games from them and they're pretty good. Also bought Windows keys from them as well. Pretty good in terms of delivery and support. And so, yeah, they're pulling the plug, apparently. So it is what it is. I mean, we have tried and we have done everything that we can. So if you still want to, there's links in the description if you want to buy your games digitally and support the channel in that way as well. I appreciate y'all. So I thought that I would update y'all, you know, on that. So I think after this month, once this month ends, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off all the stuff and everything. But I was literally hoping that that sponsor would work out and that we could, you know, kind of balance up some of the stuff that we have going on here. But unfortunately, yeah, we missed the mark this month and they had us on a 2-month trial. So whatever, it's all good. So just wanted to update y'all on that. All right. So with that being said, let's get right off into the topics of discussion here. Let's go ahead and start the show. Hit the like button for me, guys. Share out the stream. Thank y'all so much for being here. And because of you guys' support, we're able to do these streams. I know it might sound cliche. I've been saying it since day one. As a matter of fact, I think I told you guys on the community section of the channel that we are, what was it again? Yeah, YouTube emailed me and said that the channel hit 11 years. And I was just like, man, it hit me. And I was just like, oh, shoot. Just brought back a lot of memories of starting this 11 years ago and never would have thought I would made it this far. But just I'll say all this to say this, God is good all the time. And you guys are amazing. 11 years going strong, man. And hopefully 11 more. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I'm alive, you know, by then. Hopefully we'll see and see what the future holds, if I'll still be doing this or not. But I just want to say real quick, thank you guys so much for holding the channel down for 11 years. Some of you guys just got on 5 years ago with the PlayStation 5 content. Some of you guys got on with the Xbox content. Some of you guys got on with the Nintendo content from the beginning. Some of you guys got on with the PC stuff that we do here. We build PCs. You know, we talk about, you know, computer stuff, building PCs or graphics cards or handheld PCs, a mixture of all, right? So some of you guys have subbed either recently or you've been along for the ride since 11 years. Just want to say, hey, man, thank you guys so much. And here's to cheers. Here's to 11 more. And I really hope that we can hit our 100,000 subscriber goal. I really hope that we can hit that, you know, whenever that time comes. So thank you guys. Just want to say big ups. Thank y'all for y'all support, for rocking with me.
Thanks for the dono.
It's my pleasure.
Quest has a Batman bundle. The 3s has lower lenses, but the 3 has pancake lenses, which is sharper. There's a game like NBA Street. You'll lose.
Okay, so yeah, what's up with this pancake lens? I saw that. So I think the one that's bundled with Batman is like $300, right? And then the Xbox version is like $399. So the pancake lenses are better, right? Because from what I understand with the Quest 3S is that it looks sharp, like when you're looking at the, you know, in front of you, but like on the sides and stuff like that. I guess in your peripheral vision, like it's all blurry and stuff. And I think, I don't know. I last time I messed with PSVR 2, I don't know. It looked really good, but I also saw some blurriness in certain areas. I don't know if VR is typically like that all the time. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah. Thank you so much, Mark, for that $5. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Capcom event is tomorrow. I will be streaming that for you guys tomorrow. It said, I said, more blessings to come. It said, just keep your faith in God. That's all I can do, my brother. That's all I've been doing. So the pancake lenses make everything sharper to the edge of the lenses. And the 3S uses different lenses, which is like VR too. Oh, interesting. Interesting to know. Then wait a minute. So the Quest 3S has the same lenses as Quest 2. Interesting. Which I heard that the Quest 2 is not so great. That's what I heard. But anyways, thank y'all so much for y'all support, man. It was great to catch up with you guys before we start off the show. Xbox, GTA 6. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Sony rejects the Game Pass model. All right. And this is no surprise. There was sort of a big discussion around PlayStation Plus, how well it's doing for Sony. I talked about the higher tiers like PlayStation Plus Extra and PlayStation Plus Premium. Those are doing well for Sony right now. And so they're going to keep on doing what they're doing. They did talk about like moving forward, how they're going to strategize when it comes to adding more games to PlayStation Plus and things of that nature. So we're going to touch upon that here today. And we're also going to talk about Hellblade 2. Now, there's a massive update on Hellblade 2 for PlayStation 5, PS5 Pro, release date, frame rate, all that good stuff. We're going to go over that and discuss that here today for you guys. We're also going to talk about Death Stranding 2, basically a masterpiece, right? How amazing the game is. A lot of people are playing it and enjoying it, saying it's better than the original. And then also talking about the literal instantaneous, loading times. Like literally there's none. So I'm just so happy with this, this current generation of consoles, moving away from the traditional hard drive, storage capability or slower loading, from PS4 and PS3 and all those other consoles in the past to like faster SSD, cracking compression, stuff like that. And quick resume and all these different features and everything like that. And in hopes that, PlayStation 6 and the next Xbox can, build up on that to where we have no loading times at all. Can you just imagine and this whole notion of just like installing the data on, from the disk and stuff like that. Hopefully that gets lesser and lesser as we, climb higher and higher in these consoles. But, we'll see, what ends up happening there. Now, we're also going to talk about 2 major Xbox games coming to PS5 in 1 month, which is obviously crazy, right? And in Microsoft season operations in Europe. Now, this is no surprise. Obviously, there's a lot more that meets the eye when it comes to Microsoft and how well they're performing in Europe and stuff. But we'll dial a little bit much more into that here today for you guys as well. So do me a favor, guys, as we approach the main portion of the show. If you have any super questions, if you do want to support the show, you can do so by super chatting. That definitely does help us out so that we can continue to do what we do here. Or if you feel led to do some gifted subs, feel free to do so. Link will be in the description, or hit that join button as well. It definitely does help out our membership community as we thrive to get better and better. We do have some giveaways coming up for members, as well as more Switch 2 content coming up for you guys. I know a bunch of people are still playing Mario Kart, but Donkey Kong Bonanza, looking forward to that one. Donkey Kong Bonanza looks absolutely amazing. Cannot wait to play that on the Switch 2. Looking forward to that one as well. So more and more stuff coming right here on the channel for you guys. So one love and God bless on that one. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get right off into the show. GTA 6. Lord have mercy. I wish that we didn't have to wait a whole nother year for GTA 6. But you know what? The worth is going to be weighted. Sorry, mind's eye. Sorry there. Yeah, so the worth is definitely going to be worth it when it comes to mind's eye and things of that nature. And did I just say mind's eye? No. Wave is going to be worse when it comes to mind's eye. I got mind's eye in my head now. Mind's eye, get out of my head. Get out of my mind. Get out of my heart. GTA 6, like I was saying, talk about mind's eye. Go sit down somewhere, mind's eye. Anyways, so we're going to talk about the Xbox console and GTA 6. And so this one is quite interesting. And obviously this was first to be on the PlayStation 5 or on the PlayStation Store, that is. And so we kind of wanted to touch up on some more on this one here. So let's go ahead. This has come from purexbox.com. Let's take it away. All right, so as you guys can see right here, it says right here, GTA 6 now has an Xbox Store page. And you can, what? Kind of pre-install it. So it's not, you're not going to be able to play the game. The game is a year away from now, but it's just sort of like a placeholder, right? I think it's like 300 megabyte or something like that. But right here, as you guys can see, Ben Video Tech UK basically put out a tweet saying Grand Theft Auto 6 is available to wishlist now on Xbox Series X and S. It can also be added to your game library using the Xbox app using an empty container. So there it is right there. Obviously, you guys can see that there. And then GTA Verse basically says that you can select play GTA 6 on Xbox, but you can't actually play it. Duh, because it's a year away from now. And it says, understandably, it says you are not getting the full version of GTA 6 by pre-installing it on Xbox at the moment. Hence why pressing the play button does nothing other than display a too early message, almost a year too early. In fact, instead, it's a 300 megabyte placeholder file that will let you sit in the My Games and Apps library until the full thing is ready to download, probably in May of next year. In which point you will be able to update and stuff like that. So there's that one there, guys. Obviously, big teaser, right? Where it says play right there. But obviously, you can't play the game. Obviously, you can't play the game. You can't play it. You know what I mean? Like, we got to wait a whole... Man, hold up, bro. Hold up, man. Listen, bro. You got to play a whole year from now. So I can't wait. I know the word 2026 is really shaping up to be a crazy, crazy year. And so I can't wait to play GTA 6. That's all I can say right now. So downloading that on the Xbox app and seeing that play button, that's a big tease right there. Because you know doggone well you ain't going to be able to play a darn thing. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's move on to our next topic. Make sure you guys give the stream a massive thumbs up. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for y'all support. And let's talk about PlayStation Plus and how Sony basically rejects the Game Pass model, right? Because here's the thing, man. Sony at this moment is not going to put their games on, day and date, their first party games day and date. It's just not going to happen. Okay. It's not sustainable for them to do that, and they're not going to do that. I know some people want that and, want them to do that, but Microsoft is Microsoft. Microsoft is in the position to where they can offer, their games day and date. Sony, nope. All right. Which Jim Ryan pretty much talked about before on just why it's bad for them and also bad for the industry and things of that nature. But let's go ahead and let's dial into this one here. So this has come from pushsquare.com. Now check this information out. This is coming directly from Sony. It says we are not looking to put first party games in PS Plus day and date. So rivet it down in your heads when you're sitting there thinking like, oh man, Sony this and Sony ain't doing it. Sony is not doing it, okay? So again, we are not looking to put first-party games in PlayStation Plus day and date. Sony rejects Xbox Game Pass model. We have stayed true to our strategy. So there you guys go. We have stayed true to our strategy. That simply means what's been working for them when it comes to PlayStation Plus by not putting their first-party games day and date in the service, they're good. They don't have to do that in order to thrive or in order to grow. And rightfully so, they've been surviving all this time, right? So again, different strokes for different folks. What works for Microsoft is not going to work for Sony. It's not sustainable for Sony to sit here and have the Game Pass model, which we have talked about this numerous times, right? Because, hey, once again, Sony had said in the past, like, look, Microsoft can do whatever they want to do, even though it might be hurting Microsoft to put their games day and date, all their first party games day and date, into Game Pass, and it works. And obviously, like I told you guys, like Game Pass is going to go up, right? These subscription services, they go up every single year. And even with the price going up beyond $20, people are okay with that, right? Because now Microsoft, said recently that, hey, look, our games are going up to $80, right? And even at $80, some people are okay with that if they're buying their games physical, because like, oh shoot, every Nintendo charging 80, right? Some of these games are already $80, $100, so I'm cool with that, right? For some people. And some people just don't care. Like, hey man, Game Pass, oh yeah, that's light work. I can pay $25 a month, $30 a month even, and still be okay. Because hey, these games are getting ridiculous, ballooning into ridiculous prices at this point. So check this out. So it says that Sony will stick to its tried and trusted strategy and will not devalue its first party content by adding it to a subscription service, PlayStation Plus, up on launch. So check this out. It said that the manufacturer was under intense pressure at the start of this generation to follow Microsoft's splashy Xbox Game Pass model, which includes the mammoth first-party titles like Doom: The Dark Ages at launch. So, but according to a U.S. analyst, Circana, it said the subscription segment has been stagnated and it's had its undeniable impact on software sales across the entire Xbox product family. And so Microsoft is subsequently started porting its entire portfolio to platforms like PS5, with many of its major franchises like Gears of War Reloaded now launching day and date on Sony's system. Sony, who always maintained the model was unsustainable, right? Which I just told you guys about, is unsurprisingly reluctant on the change of course. So I try to tell you guys this, right? And one would say, well, maybe that's why Microsoft is putting their games on other storefronts. Look at the whole thing that they're doing right now, right? Like with the Xbox full experience, with them partner up with AMD. This is, everything is an Xbox at this point, right? A Meta Quest, a VR headset is an Xbox. Everything, your phone, your tablet. And I feel like their main goal and their main vision is to get you that Xbox full experience across every single device, including the next Xbox. You see what I'm saying? And so, yeah, get their games out on as many storefronts. Try to be the biggest publisher that they can be, that they can possibly, biggest publisher than Sega and any other third-party publishers that seems to ever exist. And so that's where Microsoft is seeing huge growth. That's where they're winning at. That's where their shareholders are happy at. So they're one of the richest companies in the world. But at the same time, it's kind of like you have all that money, but everything is liquidated and split up in all different avenues and things of that nature. And at the same time, it's like when it comes to the software side of things, they can't sell enough on just Xbox, right? And that's hence why they moved beyond the Xbox console years ago from Xbox One to PC, right? Because there's not enough Xbox fans that are buying the games enough for them to keep their games exclusives just to that box. And this is one of the main reasons why I find it very, very head scratching for me a lot of times, because people just talk a bunch of nonsense and get mad at Microsoft for not having their games exclusive. And it's kind of like, bro, do you even buy the games? Because if you don't buy the games, bro, how you expect these companies to remain exclusive? You see what I'm saying? Like it has to make sense. If you are in Microsoft's shoes and you can't sell enough software, you can't sell enough consoles, you're going to have to figure out a plan B or you're going to go under. You get what I'm saying? And you have to it took me a while for me to understand that, because I'm with the tried and true business model of, man, everything needs to be exclusive, because exclusivity is what we grew up on as gamers, back in the early 90s. Some of y'all older people, late 80s, 70s, some of y'all 60s, some of you guys been gaming a longer time. depending on when you were born and whatever. But at the same time, you have to understand right now, like, things and times are changing and people play their games differently. You know, some people do like mobile, you know, some people do like the cloud. Like, you have GeForce Now, you got X Cloud, you know, Sony right now, you know, with PlayStation, you know, with the cloud and all that as well. Like, so a lot of that stuff is running in the clouds and everything, and mobile, and, you know, the mobile department is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. The market is getting crazier. And so, you know, people are not just gaming on consoles, they're gaming on other platforms, including PC. You know what I mean? And phones and tablets and things of that nature. And Microsoft wants to prepare themselves for the future. They want to soak up. I know this is what you guys have to understand. Microsoft is trying to soak up every single gravy inside of their biscuit. Pause. And so I think one of those things people have to understand is that things and times are changing. And as we approach the next generation of Xbox, and as we approach them revamping Game Pass even more and adding even more games, more tiers.
Xbox can't even make that money back. That a massive layoff of employees coming next week. You heard of it, Marlon? It's real sad, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, Jeffrey, thank you so much for the $5. It's hard out here, bro. And people, it's like a domino effect, right? I heard about the layoffs, and this is every year, bro. You got to remember too. Remember when they purchased Activision? Remember when they purchased Activision? Same thing. Every time there's a merger happen, massive freaking layoffs. Every time. You know, when they purchased Bethesda, right? Same thing. Massive layoffs. And it's only going to get worse, right? Because don't just think that, you know, they're able to pull all these strings and make it happen and give you a puppet show without a blowback. And this is the blowback of having all this stuff in the Game Pass. And this is them trimming the fat. You see what I'm saying? And cutting back on certain things and doing certain things differently and being more strategic, you know, with their plans and their operations. So I'm telling you guys, it's only going to get worse. There's going to be more and more layoffs that's going to happen. You know what I mean? These companies are trimming the fat. They're trying to make sure that, hey, you know what? We're spending all this money on this and that and this studio and that studio, or whatever the case may be. Hey, let's close down this studio, save money on this. Let's invest the money into this because this is working. I'm telling you, this is how it works. It's no hard feelings, bro. And this is why I try to tell you boys, y'all got to get out of your feelings, because these companies, they don't care about feelings. They don't care about your feelings. So at the end of the day, you don't have to like it. You don't have to like the fact that Microsoft is going a whole nother route with their business model and with their game plan and being the biggest, you know, third-party publisher in the game. You don't, shoot, heck, I didn't like the fact that Sega gave up on the console space and went into being a third-party publisher. I didn't like that because I love the freaking Dreamcast. Obviously, you know, Microsoft almost did not make another console after the Xbox One, but here we are because they're Microsoft and they got way more money than Sega could ever dream of. It hurts my heart that we didn't get a Sega Dreamcast too. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, man, not everybody got money like Microsoft. So you got to bow out when it's your time to just bow your head and walk away. Hey, bow out and walk away because, hey, the weight is too much. Like Sean, big up yourself, Sean. If you're watching this, my godfather, he would always say, hey man, if the suitcase is too heavy for you to carry, leave that mug alone. You know, leave that suitcase right where it's at. It's too heavy for you to carry, and Microsoft can carry that load. You know what I'm saying? Think about what I'm saying, y'all. This is not a joke. Think about what I'm saying. Sony can't carry that suitcase that Microsoft carries every month, every year, year on year. They can't carry that load. It's too heavy for them. I don't give a doggone what kind of strong man you can go get to go carry that freaking load or machine. You know, maybe Sony can figure out a way, but Sony can't carry that suitcase. It's too heavy for them. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about putting their games into PlayStation Plus every single month. Their first party games, too heavy for them to carry. It's not sustainable for them to carry.
Dono.
So
Everything is Xbox, but Game Pass still at 34 mil.
hey man, as far as I know, the last time I heard it was close to 40 million. So I don't know, man. I don't know. But all I can say is this. Microsoft's end goal with Game Pass is to get to what? Hold on a second. Hold on. 100 million, right? 100 million subscribers. Now, they got a long way to go. They got a long, and that's kind of, I don't understand. Because you would think that they would have way more. I think by now, Microsoft would have way more than 40 million or even 30 something million. I feel like at this point they should be past PlayStation at this point with PlayStation Plus, because look at what they're doing. They're offering their games day and date, first party, second party, third party. You see what I'm saying? Giving you the whole. Listen, as a gamer, I'm speaking from a consumer standpoint. I'm speaking from a gamer standpoint. I can't tell you how many times Game Pass has saved my butt. So I'm not sitting here being ungrateful. That's one thing with me. I'm grateful and thankful for everything that I have. All right. Now, people can sit here and put Sony and Microsoft doing some Mortal Kombat nonsense. Oh, let's fight. No, this is not what this is. This is about, hey, what works for you works for you. Whatever platform you like more, that's what you like. Period. End of story. If you like all of them, that's cool. But what I'm saying is, as a consumer, right? Game Pass has saved my butt plenty of times, because some of the times I don't have the money. You see what I'm saying? I don't have the money to buy all these freaking games so that I can play and review on the channel. A lot of times Sony saved my butt, or a lot of times Microsoft saves my butt and send me a game. You know what I'm saying? Like Doom the Dark Ages, multiple copies of Doom the Dark Ages. Like, what? Do you know how much money that is? You see what I'm saying? So as a consumer, and that's a lot of times it's through Game Pass. One of the games too, A Plague Tale Requiem, like, shoot, at the time when that game was getting ready to come out, which, by the way, play A Plague Tale. Like, it's really good. A Plague Tale Innocence, A Plague Tale Requiem, and then the new one is getting ready to come out. I believe it's like a prequel or whatever. But yeah, needless to say this. That game, when that game was coming out, it was what? I don't remember if it was $70 or I don't remember what it was. I think it was $70, either 60 or 70. I don't remember. But yeah, I didn't have the money right there and then. I had so many other games that I had bought, and I was like, shoot. And then I got word that, oh man, it's gonna be in Game Pass. I said, word? I'm already locked in with Game Pass till the end of next year. So I'm like, hey, that's an easy win for me. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like Game Pass ain't good. It's like I said, it's good for the gamers. It's bad for the industry. It's bad for these developers and studios and the blowback and the overhead. It's bad for all that stuff, because you got to sacrifice so much to make all these things happen, to make the circus happen. You see what I'm saying? To make the carnival happen. All them lights and all that stuff and rides and all that. That stuff ain't cheap. So for Microsoft to be able to facilitate all these, I say all this to say this, so you guys understand the context of what I'm saying. It's expensive to put all these games into Game Pass every single month. Money got to come from somewhere, right? You see what I'm saying? And on top of that, pay attention to what I'm saying. These games are ballooning into ridiculous amount of money, right? To make. And so therefore, these games are costing so much money to make. Like, man, think about, all these millions of dollars invested into these games only to put it in a subscription service and barely anybody plays it. You know what I mean? And look at what Phil said. That's why I respect Phil. I don't agree with every single thing that Phil Spencer, be saying and stuff, but like certain things, I'm like, man, I understand where he's coming from. And he said, listen, like if you're one of those gamers that only play like 1 or 2 games, then Game Pass is not for you for the entire year. I don't know who is saying that they're a gamer and sit there, turn around and say, oh, I'm playing only 1 to 2 games a year. What? Now, there's obviously people are out there that are like that. And those are, I call casual gamers who just don't have the time, and just every once in a while they're popping a game or two. Game Pass is not for you, because every single month you're paying that $20, subscription fee for, Ultimate. That stuff ain't cheap. You know what I mean? It's still money. You know, $20, I know $20 ain't nothing for some people. $20 is something for some people. And if you're telling me you only playing 1 or 2 games a year, nah, bro, then you don't need Game Pass at that point. You know what I'm saying? You're better off just buying 1 or 2 games for the year and be Gucci there. Because I was in the store, what was it, yesterday with my daughter, and I looked, I was in Best Buy yesterday, and I saw Game Pass. It was like the code for Game Pass, and it said $60 for freaking 3 months. You see what I'm saying? $60 for 3 months. Think about that. $60 3-month of Game Pass Ultimate for $60. And if you are somebody that's looking at that and be like, that's too much. But when you really subscribe and see the amount of stuff you get in the game, man, listen to me, man. I'm not trying to get you to sign up for Game Pass. I'm just telling you what works for me as a gamer. PlayStation Plus has saved my butt plenty of times too. There's certain games that is not in the Game Pass that's in, vice versa, whatever the case may be. But I'll tell you one thing. Listen, all these games that, think about how good this service is as a gamer. All these games that Microsoft showed off at their last Xbox showcase, that mug is going to be in Game Pass day and date. No kidding. Ninja Gaiden 4, Fable, Gears E-Day. Think about all them freaking games. Outer Worlds 2, that's $80, bro. You see what I'm saying? So if you ain't made out of money, I know some of y'all are made out of money. Some of y'all are balling. Shout outs to my man, Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all are balling like that. You got money, you made out of bread. That's nothing. $80 ain't nothing for y'all. Some of y'all can pop 1, pop 2, pop 3 games at a time. Some of y'all got bread. Some people don't have it like that. And I feel like that's where the subscription service model comes in and things of that nature. So for a lot of gamers, and that's why a lot of people love Game Pass so much, because it saves their butt. Some people got wives and husbands and kids to take care of. Mama, they probably taking care of their mama or their dad or their uncle, their sister, their aunt, their cousin, whoever. People got lives. You see what I'm saying? And money is breaking up like carrots all over the place. So I understand that. But back to the matter at hand, because this is not a joke. So listen to this right here. All right. So it says that we have sort of stayed true to our strategy across the board. It says where we are not looking to put games in day and date. Said PlayStation Services bigwig Nick McGuire in an interview with GameFile. So that's coming from Sony themselves. You heard what this man just said? I'm gonna read it again so you boys can understand what I'm saying. It says we have sort of stayed true to our strategy across the board, where we are not looking to put games day and date. So again, that simply means, bro, we staying tried and true to what's been working for us. We don't have to copy the next man. We don't have to copy Microsoft to see success. Sony have already said that Game Pass, is not sustainable for them to copy that business model. And this was a while back. Jim Ryan said that a few years ago at this point, and 3 years ago at this point. And bro, now you're seeing the blowback. Now you see why. On top of that, that doesn't mean it's not committed to increasing the quality of its service. However, especially at the more expensive PlayStation Plus, Extra, and Premium tiers. It said members will be aware that they have a number of day one third-party releases recently, including the critically acclaimed Blueprints. Again, that's where PlayStation Plus saves my butt a lot of times with some of these third-party freaking games. So you get those sort of, middle-of-the-road type of games, not for everybody. Like, what's that game? What's that cat game called? I don't remember that cat game. You guys remember the cat game I'm kind of thinking about right now. So that cat game, that was day and date. Those are some little exceptions here and there. Kena Bridge of Spirits. Those little AA games from time to time Sony might be day and date and stuff like that. Years down the line, they might throw, that first party game, You know, Stray. I think the game is called Stray. It just came to my brain. Stray. You guys know Stray. Maybe not. Maybe you probably know the heck is Stray. Anyways, so yeah, stuff like that. You will kind of see AA games, third-party games into PlayStation Plus, and that works for some people. You know. Now let's check this out. Quote, our strategy of finding 4 or 5 independent day and date titles. And using that to complement our strategy of bringing games in when they are obviously 12, 18 months old or older. I just said that. Years down the line, like for instance, they might drop Spider-Man 2 in PlayStation Plus. I'm just saying, using an example, or God of War Ragnarok. Who cares at this point? Like God of War Ragnarok 2022, really? Spider-Man 2 2023, Marlon, really? Nobody cares. Like, oh, okay, yay! If you call yourself a seasoned, PlayStation guy or whatever you want to call yourself, a pony, giddy up, whatever, then you have already played majority of these first party titles and things of that nature already. You've already a seasoned veteran to PlayStation. So the heck are you doing? Like, you've already played these games. So, it don't matter to you. I mean, it's good for people who not necessarily have the chance to basically, play these games day and date and things of that nature. But hey, this is what we're dealing with right now. So let's get it popping. So 12 and 18 months old or older. So that balance for us is working really well across the platform, McGuire continued. So let's stop right there for a second. PlayStation, you know why it's working so well? I'll tell you why. Because PlayStation fans across the board are accustomed to what? Let me spell it out for you. Buying their games at full price, day and date. As soon as it drops, they buy it. At least the games that they want to play. You understand what I'm saying? PlayStation fans are not used to first-party games being in PlayStation Plus day and date. So that's why it's working so well for them. That's why PlayStation fans are not blowing a freaking gasket. Oh, why is Horizon Forbidden West not into PlayStation Plus Premium day one? Obviously, you're going to have people out there that's going to be like, not like that, but woo! They're not being like that, but blessings. They're not like blowing a gasket over that or anything like that. Excuse me. So it's kind of like, okay, we are accustomed to the notion or to the fact. Woo! Let's go. Blessings coming. We're not bending up out of shape because Sony ain't putting their games into PlayStation Plus and all this and that day and date and all this. We're already accustomed to just buying our games that we want to play. Would we like having our games like basically day and date, like Game Pass? Oh yeah, why not? But it's not gonna happen. Okay, let's continue. It says he then further clarified that the 4 or 5 day one releases is not set in stone, and the company would consider doing more of the opportunities presented themselves. Now, let's check this out. It said, to be honest, is that we think that the time has shown Sony's decision to not include first-party software as the right strategy. Then it went on ahead and said right here, this is while there is a undeniable value to Xbox Game Pass. Duh! I just finished talking to you guys about that. All right. It appeals to a very what? Specific. What did I just said to y'all? If y'all would listen to me, what I just said to y'all. It appeals to a very specific type of gamer, which is interested in having a broad selection of content available at all times. Exactly. Microsoft gamers, Xbots, whatever y'all, X-twats, whatever y'all want to call them, they are accustomed to Microsoft ever since the origin of Game Pass, having their games the way they want them. Day and date, they get to play all the games. First, second, and third party. So they're already accustomed to that. So that's what they're used to, and that's what they're going to continue continue to expect Microsoft to continue to do. Notice when I remember there was some kind of rumor that was going around basically saying that Microsoft is going to stop having their games day and date and things of that nature into Game Pass. And man, they blew the lid off the top. I mean, them boys was like pissed off. What? What Microsoft is just going to stop making their games day and date? And I remember that rumor too. And man, it cost a riot. And they're like, no, we're not saying that. That's not what we're saying. No, you're still going to get your games day and date, but we're going to be putting them games elsewhere. And I remember when Phil said that, hey, we're starting off with 4 games, and them boys were pissed off. Their boys like, what? You starting off with 4 games, putting it on PlayStation? And that was the beginning of the end of the exclusivity situation. But you're still going to get your games day and date. So that's very important to highlight there. On top of that, it said the reality is that gaming is not... Let's go! We'll make our own destiny, baby. Let's go, Maj. Getting us up on the board, man. So we're 99 away from hitting our goal. Hopefully somebody drops a 50 bomb. That would be nice. Let's go. Getting us up on that member board. My man, welcome back, Maj. Appreciate you. So back to what we were saying here. The reality is, listen to this. The reality is that gaming is not passive from obviously a passive form of entertainment like music and television. So most gamers prefer to purchase the games they obviously specifically want to play outright rather than subscribe to an enormous library of titles they may or may not necessarily ever touch. So there you guys go. So like I said, what works for Joe might not be what works for Peter. So there you guys go on that one. All right, let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. Oh, the next topic is spicy. I'm going to need a little bit of water for this one. All right, there we go. All right, water. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I don't think y'all boys are ready. Let's go. All right, so let's talk about Hellblade. Let's talk about Hellblade 2, baby. Hellblade Senua. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Senua. Let's go. All right, so a couple of heads up for you guys really quickly here. Wagwan. Let's go, Maj. Let's go. Love you, bro. All right, so check this out. So PS5 players surprised with free upgrade of former PS4 exclusive. So let's check this out. As previously rumored, Microsoft announced Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 Enhanced is coming to PS5 on August the 12th. The deluxe edition of the game comes with Hellblade's Senua's Sacrifice optimized for PS5. Let's go, Maj. Let's go, man. Shout outs to Maj with the 1 gifted subs. Took it up on himself. Took the membership load on himself. Carrying that load, maybe. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Maj. Always coming through. And so like I was saying, basically the deluxe edition of the game comes with Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice optimized for PS5. And players who already own the Hellblade, the original Hellblade PS4 exclusive, can upgrade to the PS5 version for free. No money. Okay? So it says right here, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice gets free PS5 upgrade for PS4 owners. It said there's 2 editions of Senua's Saga. Hellblade 2 Enhanced. The standard edition comes with the base game and costs $50, $49.99. Say it with me. 99.99. All right. And the deluxe edition costs $69.99. All right. Includes the PS5 optimized version of Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice and the soundtrack of the first entry. It said there isn't much information about the PS5 version of Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, but the description of Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 Enhanced on the PS Store states that the first entry will feature enriched visuals. Oh, so it's going to be interesting to see how Hellblade 1 runs on PS5 with those enhanced or enriched visuals, and will be enhanced for the console. It is not disclosed how players will receive the free upgrade for Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Basically, but more than often than not, it is simply an update for the game, allowing players to choose which version to download. All right, players looking to play both games should just obviously get the deluxe edition of Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 enhanced on the PlayStation Store. The sequel is $50, and then the first entry is $29.99, which means players would spend $79.98. All right, and then also the deluxe edition costs $69, which will save players around $10. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's dig into some even more information here in terms of like performance and all that jazz, because I'm pretty sure some of you guys are kind of like, well, how is everything going to be running and things of that nature. So it's going to be 60 FPS. And I know a lot of you guys were trying to wonder, well, how is it going to run on PS5 or, you know, even the PlayStation 5 Pro? 60 FPS. Okay, so let's dial into this one. It says right here, Xbox Looker Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 runs at a slick 60 FPS on PS5. So there is that one right there, 60 FPS. It says right here on the Xbox Wire, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 is a cinematic experience from immersion where we push real-time visuals to deliver rich, believable environments and characters to sink in your deep into Senua's story. Now, with the performance mode, it says we're excited to give you the option to experience gameplay at 60 FPS. So the performance mode will be 60 FPS. The result is smoother gameplay, especially noticeable during the combat and then also fast moving moments of the actual game. So there you guys go on that front.
Thanks for the dono.
Look at the Hellblade 2 enhanced trailer.
Is there a trailer for it? Let's see. Is this new? Like, did this just drop? Oh, 6 hours ago. Okay. All right, let's take a look at that. Hold up just a second. Just a second. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. All right. There you go. There you go. August the 12th, guys. Around the corner. PlayStation. All right. There you go. There you guys go, man. There you guys go. Get hyped. Get excited. So, yeah. There you go. There you have it. Are you guys excited? Hey, Maj again. Let's go, Maj. Let's go, man. Keeping that train going. Let's go. Let's go, Maj.
We'll make our own destiny.
All right. All right. So let's talk about Death Stranding 2, baby. Holy mother of God. This is probably Kojima's best work yet. Death Stranding 2 looks absolutely amazing. And there's no doubt in my mind, I don't even have to ask, man, that it's not going to be a masterpiece when I play it. Because the original one was a masterpiece to me. And, you know, years later, you know what I mean? 6 years later, like here we are. And it blows my mind. It blows my mind with technology, with Unreal Engine 5, with Nanite, with you know, the Decima engine, and just the look of the game and how polished the game is. And I've said it in my last stream, man, like developers got to step their game up. But one of the beautiful things about the PS5 and also the Series X is, you know, that that beautiful SSD, man, that PCIe Gen 4 SSD capabilities, the Kraken compression technology of the PS5 and what it's able to do there in compressing files and stuff, and the near instant loading times. I mean, we've seen that with Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, you know, going into different worlds like literally instantly. So this is nothing new to us, right? In terms of instant loading times, you know, Spider-Man 2 and things of that nature. Like, so this is absolutely amazing. And shout out to my man, Cammy. Thank you so much. Okami13. Appreciate you, man, for the follow and the support. Yeah, he put out a video because he's been playing. I know he's a part of the media, so he's been playing Death Stranding 2. And he put out a video on X showing how, in not even a blink, if you blink your eyes, you're going to miss it. So let's go ahead and let's take it away. So here it is right here. Death Stranding 2 has the fastest loading time I've ever seen in a video game. Don't blink or you will miss it. It's literally instant. So take a look at this right here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Not even a second. Not even a second. Not even a. Are y'all paying attention? Are y'all paying attention? Not even a second. Lord have mercy. Not even a freaking second. Like literally instant. Man, I can't believe that I'm actually alive. Somebody who played on PS3, played on PS1, PS2, these long freaking loading times, bro. Remember how bad it was back in PS1, That's why as gamers, man, we should be happy and blessed to be able to, you know, soak up technology the way it is right now, because look how massive the world is. Look how open the world is, and the game loads literally instantly. Nothing, just instantly. Whatever kind of wizardry or whatever Kojima or these developers be doing, it's just like, bro, like, my God, dude. I don't know, man. But yo, make sure you guys go follow my man Cammy, man.
Thanks for the dono.
It's nuts, dude. It's nuts.
Almost like Starfield, rolling on the floor laughing
Almost like
emoji.
Starfield.
Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Here we
Rolling
go
on the
about
floor laughing
Starfield.
Emoji. Game of the generation.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with that one. I see where you're going with that one, Jeffrey. Thank you for the $2. Shout outs to my man Maj again with another gifted sub. I appreciate that, man. And see, here we go. Here.
We will make our own destiny.
Oh God, I'm done. I'm done with you guys, man. Here we go. Loads instantly because there is nothing to load. It's an empty field. Oh Lord, here we go. You know what? I can't with you guys today. I can't. I don't have the strength for it today. I can't, man. But you know what? You know what would be even more crazier? If the world was populated, right? And the game load that instantly, people would have something else to say. Oh, it's fake, or oh, it's this, or oh, it's that. You know what I mean? Like, they would have something else to say. Period. And I know how people are, man. I know how people are. But hey, man, whatever. Doesn't matter if the world is empty or not. The point of the matter is this. The facts are the facts. The fact that the game loads that freaking fast is absolutely insane. Considering where we're coming from PS2, PS1, PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS4, for that matter. Man, y'all better stop being ungrateful and be happy that technology has allowed us, whether it's on PC, even on PC sometimes, I'm playing certain games. And I'm just like, with these Gen 5 SSDs and everything, and I'm just like, wait, what? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's even on PC, bro. Like, you have PCIe Gen 5. You know what I mean? And it's like, man, these new Gen 5 SSDs, like 14,000 read and write, or 11,000 read and write, 14,000 whatever, write, read 11,000, whatever, like, and like instant, like these games just quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker. And it's like, bro, like you don't have to wait long anymore to get into the actual experience. And what's going to be even crazier is when GTA 6 comes out, and that's going to probably, that would blow my mind if GTA 6 is like Death Stranding 2, where, you know, GTA 6 is going to have a lot going on. People walking up everywhere, a lot of NPCs on screen. And if GTA 6 loads like Death Stranding 2, game over. Game freaking over. I'm not talking about freaking GTA 5, you sitting there waiting on the loading screen to load into the online or the gameplay. I mean, the story mode. And then you sitting there, run to the grocery store, buy all the groceries you need, and come back to your house and the game's still loading. Not like that. But GTA 6, just being able to just instantly, and I mean, not even one drop of loading, just instantly go from one section to the next with no loading whatsoever. That right there, my friends, will be earth-shattering. Because a game that is massive as GTA 6 and have so much going on, you see what I'm saying? So dense, so populated, lots of NPCs, and giving you instant, literally instant loading time. Like loading time don't even exist. Game changing. Literally no slowdowns, no nothing. Doesn't matter, because a lot of games, a lot of engines, a lot of machines over the past, lots of stuff going on screen, frames starting to drop, games starting to freeze up, whatever the case may be. But just to be able to see a game like GTA 6 on the caliber, or even if we do get, you know, Red Dead Redemption 2, that's what I want to see. You want to really play? Let's play. Because the loading times on Red Dead is no joke. Red Dead Redemption 2 is no joke, especially on PS4. But man, can you imagine Red Dead Redemption 2 on PS5 and Series X? And how just, can you imagine playing Red Dead Redemption 2 with no loading time whatsoever? Just ride wherever you want to ride, do whatever you want to do, or even getting back into the game. And it's just like, nope, you're right there. Like, man, technology. If Death Stranding 2 is loading like this right now, what about PlayStation 6? What about the next Xbox? No, sit down and think about what I'm saying. What about the next Xbox? What about the PlayStation 6? We should have no loading screens at this doggone point. Like, I mean, you getting up to PlayStation 6, we're going to probably have PCIe Gen 5 SSDs. I'm pretty sure by the time we get to PlayStation 6, it's Gen 5 SSD, baby. Gen 5 SSD. So we shouldn't have no loading times. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And we're on Gen 4 right now on these consoles, and populated or not, it's still impressive. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. You know what I mean? Just going to a whole nother world. Freaking Death Stranding 2, as massive as the world is. Yeah, it might not be popular, but it's still freaking impressive. Let me know your thoughts. All right. So let's continue to move on here. Now, this is no surprise, but I wanted to cover this for you guys as well on what Microsoft is doing right now in this particular market. So hit the like button for me, guys, if you are enjoying the show. And basically, this has come from Shinobi 602. The Verge is reporting that Microsoft is also reconstructing Xbox distribution across Central Europe, resulting in some Xbox operations season in some regions. So we already know that Microsoft doesn't do extremely well in Europe. And so in some regions, I'm not surprised at all. This is not a surprise to me, but hey, we'll see, you know, with them reconstructing and also with their Xbox distribution and things of that nature across Central Europe. We'll see, you know, how that goes, because, you know, selling that Xbox console, man, is not easy for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like right now with the prices the way they are, you know, a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm not buying an Xbox for $600-700. Like, I'm not doing it. Especially now that we're hearing that the next Xbox is supposedly coming out as early as next year. Yeah, it's kind of, and with Microsoft just having this sort of free reign mindset of having their games on everything is an Xbox at this point. So you're not handcuffed to buying a Xbox console if you don't want to, right? Because there's unlimited options now. Microsoft is making it easier and easier for you to be able to play their games and enjoy their games however you see fit. So let me know y'all thoughts in the actual comment section. What do you guys think? All right. Oh, yeah, the layoffs and all that too. Yep, the layoffs are getting crazier and crazier by the minute. So yeah, you guys have to understand that portion as well. So yeah, man. Yeah. So we're in the Q&A portion, guys. If you have any questions, any concerns, you want to support the show with a super chat, with a super question, feel free to do so as well. I definitely do appreciate you guys. As we approach the end of the month, please help us to end off the month strong. Hit that like button, subscribe, share out the stream, come in with your questions. Let's get it popping. Appreciate y'all. All right. So I ask you guys if you are enjoying Death Stranding 2, and 55% of you guys said no. Interesting state of affair. 55% of you guys said no, and then 45% of you guys said yes. So that's very interesting there to know. All right. It says, and it's gonna be $1K, Marlon. What for you talking about for the PS6? It better not be. It better not be. Yeah, I would assume that people are saying where they're not enjoying the game, probably haven't played it yet, probably waiting for a release, because the official release for Death Stranding 2 is tomorrow. So it makes sense. All right. Lord Rabbit 06 says, somebody buy at Marlon the Xbox Meta 3D for review. Support the content creator. Appreciate that, Lord Rabbit. I don't think anybody wants to do that. So, hey, appreciate it, Lord Rabbit. Appreciate you. Spider-Man 2. You enjoying Spider-Man 2? Says PS6 Pro will probably be $1,000. No sir, that's too much money. And why would you even do a PlayStation 6 Pro? Why? But yeah, same thing that we said when it came down to the PS5. Like, oh, Lord have mercy. He said, Marlon said, what do you think about the specs of the new Xbox PC consoles are going to be? Is it going to be? We don't really know, Bandit, just yet. Only thing that we know is that AMD is making the chip. I mean, we did, heard some rumors about Zen 5, this and that. UDNA, all this and that, but we don't have anything concrete to go off of yet. So we'll see, as time progresses and more information start coming out. You know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Nah, LaRue. Nope, not yet. Said watch Marlon with a VR headset on. Venom Quest, I appreciate you, bro. PS6 Pro crazy. Yeah, it sounds crazy, right? Like, let's just get to, my whole thing is like, let's just get to the PlayStation 6. You know what I mean? Let's get to that before we start talking about Pro. That's all I gotta say. You know what I mean? And we're so far away from that right now. At least another 2 more years. So we'll see what happens. It says why can't they make the next gen console somewhat upgradable? It said, do you guys remember when you could put an extra? Yeah, right. Them days are long gone, brother. No, because they want to make money. Xbox is king. They want to make money, bro. They want to make money. They already said that the OG PS6 will be $1,000. Yeah, there's no way, bro. There is absolutely no freaking way. You know what I'm saying? So no. No, I have not seen the F1 movie. No. You loving Death Stranding 2? Bobby Cook. Enjoy, my brother. Enjoy. Enjoy. Happy you're enjoying Death Stranding 2, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Heck, I'm going to enjoy it when I start playing it myself. And a lot of people don't. And I noticed too, a lot of streamers are streaming Death Stranding 2. I don't think Death Stranding 2 is a streamable game. Does that make sense? People are already saying that the game is boring. It's this and it's that. I don't think Death Stranding is more of a game that you play off stream. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more of a off stream kind of game because you have to focus and you have to think and you have to strategize on how you're gonna do your deliveries and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and how you're gonna move around the terrain, stuff like that. So, and people are not liking spoilers, right? So it's certain games is streamable and certain games is non-streamable. I think it's different whenever you're doing like comparisons and stuff like that. Like, you know, if you're doing a comparison between the original Death Stranding and Death Stranding 2, people will be okay with that. But if you're sitting there playing Death Stranding 2, streaming it, like, it's just not a streamable type of game. At least from what I've been gathering, and some people say that it's boring, it's this, it's that. It's just not a everybody type of game to even begin with. But the game looks absolutely amazing to start. So, yeah, man. Hey, Marlon said, do you think that upgrading my 55-inch CX LG is worth upgrading for G? Oh, nah, dude. Keep your CX, man. You are good to go. You're good to go, bro. No need to upgrade. You're good to go. Oh, that's perfect. All right, you got one of the best TVs ever made. You're good to go. I say ain't nobody doing any deliveries. Hey, man. Hey, you gotta deliver. You gotta deliver on that promise, bro. You gotta deliver on them promises, bro. Says, I don't mind watching it. It says, I don't mind spoilers. I want to see the story. Yeah, some people. For some people. You know what I mean? It said, DS2 is not boring. They the same people who call DS1 a walk-in sim. Well, I've seen people on Twitter basically saying the same thing. You know, they're saying that, oh, it's boring and it's a walk-in simulator and this. And my whole thing is this. Just don't buy it. You know what I mean? Just don't buy it. Just don't freaking buy it, bro. Just don't buy it. Point blank, end of story. Just don't buy it. Old school gamer said, Marlon, if Switch 1 Pro controller could wake up the Switch 2, then Pro Controller 2 wouldn't probably be worth it for the price. I mean, for the HD Rumble, and I from what I understand, the battery life is better on the Pro 2 controller. But I don't know, man. I think it's worth it to me, to be honest. It just feels better in the hand over the original, in my opinion. It said Marlon DS2 has a slow start and then it picks up hours later, just like the first game did. People who saying it's boring have only seen the slow start. Oh, for sure. Like I said, it's not an everybody type of game, bro. You know, people saying, oh, it's boring. Oh man, Marlon, it's this, it's that. It's not gonna be for everybody, bro. It's not. So it's not. Death Stranding has never been an everybody type of game. You know what I mean? So, and I completely understand that. People like games like they like to play. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. He said, Marlon says, I'm disappointed. This is with the PS5 lackluster of first-party games this year and last year as well. PlayStation has communication more with with fans. This is going into 2026 and beyond. Yeah, man. Some people are feeling that kind of way. You know, regardless that we got Soros, you know, we got Ghost of Yote, Death Stranding 2. You know, people just want to see the other stuff, you know, and I understand, bro. Sir DeCarlos, doing great, man. Just here putting in that work for you guys, you know. He said Red Dead 2 also had a slow and boring start, but people still love it. Yeah, exactly. And people are labeling, you know, Red Dead 2 as one of the greatest game ever made. So there you go. There you go. 100%. Hey, man, you know, hey, let them have it, bro. I would say let them have it, you know, whatever. You know, like I said, if you don't like Death Stranding 2, just don't buy it. You know what I mean? Just don't buy the game. Other people will buy it. You know? So, other people will buy it that are interested in it. Blood of Day, yeah, of Dawn Walker. Yeah. I've seen that. Looks good, man. Looks good. No effective, not yet. Tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow, if I get the chance. Said Marlon says, have you ever heard any updated news about Lil Devil? Nope. Nothing on that game. Let's see here. McShawn says, Marlon, it's crazy how Death Stranding 2 loading screens is faster than the speed of light since where did we get here? I know, man, with time, technology, you know, with these new consoles, you know what I mean? And the wizardry of Mark Cerny and the wizardry of these new consoles. It supposedly made DS2 more approachable to people. It says who didn't care more for the first one. Well, and then especially there's different ways to approach different scenarios. Like, you know, you could see a bunch of enemies on screen or a bunch of enemies in a certain area, and you can either sneak past, you know, or you can go in like Rambo. So, you know what I mean? Like there's different ways on how Kojima kind of went about the gameplay, basically reinventing the wheel. You know what I mean? He said, yeah, I saw a deep dive on Dawn Walker. It reminds me a lot of The Witcher. Makes sense. He said a lot of people working on it. Yep. Used to work on Witcher. Yep. So are you getting college football? Man, I forgot about that, dude. When is that coming out? I completely forgot about all that. So Marlon says still hope for PlayStation Showcase in September. First party titles, it says, have been apparent, have make appearance. It says it's been long overdue. Yeah, I hope so, brother. We'll see. Oh, the multiplayer mode looks fire. He said, hey, Marlon says, I can see next gen Xbox in 2026. They didn't do a mid-gen, and next year is the 25th anniversary. It's possible. It's possible. Anything is possible, Cheeto, in this day and age. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see how the time goes tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Bots, we'll see. Because tomorrow is that Capcom event, so I have to do that tomorrow too as well. So we'll see. We'll see how the time goes. Say nothing tops MGS from Kojima. Man, I'm telling you, bro. That's what he's known for, man. That's what he's known for. Fox Hunt. Well, what do you know? Says after 15 months, every PS game should be in subscription. Well, I guess, right? But Sony is gonna put it in on their own timing, right? Like they said earlier. So they're not doing it day and date. You know, maybe not a year, maybe not a year and a half, maybe 2 years, maybe 3, maybe 4. You know, that's how they're gonna do it. They said, bro, if we see Kami gameplay. Oh yeah, I know. I don't think so. But we'll see. We'll see what we get. We will see what we get, guys. It says, yeah, I'm still hooked on my Switch too. It says, but I think DS2 will pull me off. Hey, there you go. I ain't doing PS6 for $1,000. Don't listen to all that, man. We don't know how much it's going to cost. That's just hearsay right now. We don't know how much it's going to cost. Say gotta replay Tsushima. It says a game before the Yote comes out. Oh man, tired of replaying that game. I've played that game so many times. It is what it is. Say I agree. I don't think DS2 is streamable for views. It's a play alone with no distractions type of game. Exactly, Mark. See, Mark's smart dude, man. Mark understands. Mark gets it. He said nothing wrong with that. It says I didn't like DS1 because of the loop. It says, but I'm gonna try DS2. Who knows? Got you. Phantom Blade. Yeah, they just said that it's not a Souls game. They didn't say when it's coming out or anything. I don't remember what time it starts, but just know that I will start a little early before it starts. Somebody said, do you recommend the new Apple Pay on PlayStation? If you're in the Apple ecosystem and you pay a lot of stuff with Apple, you know, your Apple Pay and stuff like that, then hey, by all means, try it out and see if you like it. It says every PS5 Pro should be fed Death Stranding too. Oh man, I can't wait to see the game for myself, man. I can't wait to see it. You know, we'll see. Says it's not going to be cheaper than the Switch for sure. $8.99 Ally ROG with Xbox. Hey, we'll see. We'll see how much that Xbox Ally is going to be. All right, let me see. Let me see what time Capcom is. Capcom Spotlight. Hold on, let me check. Capcom Spotlight 2025. Oh, 3 p.m. PST. So that is
Make our own destiny.
Bro, before you get off stream, can you react to Blood Message? It's a game that's being made by a Chinese studio. You gotta
5
see it.
p.m.
It looks mind blowing.
Oh yeah, I've already watched it last stream. It looks amazing. I couldn't even tell if it was gameplay or not. So yeah, 5 p.m. my time. 6 p.m. EST. So way down in the evening. But yeah, McShawn, I've already watched it the last stream. It looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, I had to look up the time again for Capcom. So yeah, Capcom is going to be at 5 p.m. Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, there is that one, y'all. But I will be checking that out for Resident Evil though. I will be checking that out for Resident Evil. Sorry. I will be checking that out for Resident Evil and Pragmata. And Onimusha, probably, maybe. I think they listed Onimusha. I think I don't remember. Yeah, A Way of the Sword. I think we. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. I don't think so though. We'll see. It's just Pragmata, Resident Evil, Monster Hunter Wilds, and Street Fighter 6. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. Yep, we will see, guys. We will see. We'll see what happens. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Effective. I haven't been big on Metal Gear Online like that. I was just focused on the single player for all the Metal Gear games. I wasn't really the MGS Online kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like, I was more focused on story than online. And so, yeah. Back when I was growing up, MGS 1, MGS 2, 3, I just focused on story. Didn't really care for the online as much. What was that other Metal Gear Online game? It was so freaking horrible. I forgot what it's called. It's on my mind. I can't think of it right now. But to me, MGS was always about the story for me, not so much on the online. So, yeah, I never really paid too much attention to Fox Hunt like that. In terms of, online, just basically just single player stuff for me. Was the single player portion from Metal Gear was my forte. I didn't really care too much for online. Say all I need to see is Pragmata. Yeah, Pragmata and RE9. Yeah, man. Was it Metal Gear Survivor? Was it called? No. What was that game where RYZEN? Metal Gear. Yeah, it just came to my mind. Metal Gear Solid RYZEN. Is that what it's called? I think that was online, right? If I'm not mistaken. It was so bad. That's probably one of the worst Metal Gear games. I think it was called RYZEN, right? Remind me if I'm wrong. Kadarius, what's going on? If I remember correctly.
I'm donating to see if you can play the Ready or Not Wait of the Badge trailer. 5-player co-op SWAT team greatness on PS5.
I haven't heard of that game. Really? Ready or Not? Hold on, let's see. They had Metal Gear Online. Yeah, it wasn't RYZEN. Metal Gear RYZEN, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm mixing it up. So Metal Gear RYZEN was with Raiden, if I'm not mistaken. And Metal Gear Survive. Yeah, that's what it is. Metal Gear garbage. I skipped that mug. Garbage. Not freaking good. Garbage. Metal Gear RYZEN was with the one with Raiden. Yeah. Okay, so I remember now. Yeah, so you guys, yeah. Man, it's been so many years, man. He said, can you stream Gears multiplayer for PS5 today? Nah, there's no multiplayer. They can't. The beta is over with. All right, let me do this favor for Mark real quick. Yeah, the beta is over with, man. No more until August. But I tell you one thing, I did enjoy playing the beta though. I tell you one thing, I did enjoy playing the beta. I did enjoy playing the beta though. But yeah, beta is closed, man, until August. What was it? Ready? Ready or Not trailer. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let's see, guys.
What's your emergency?
They're shooting people. Please help.
I remember my first call. Blood. All over the floor.
Eyes on the hallway.
Lights still flashing.
Tossing flash. Suspect down.
And I told myself I was prepared.
Drop it down.
I wasn't. Not even close. Then there was the armed robbery. They were cornered animals.
Officer down.
Wasn't nowhere to go but through us.
Move in. Drop the weapon and put your hands up.
Even when no one dies, I wondered, we fix anything? We fix anything at all?
Down on your knees. Don't shoot.
Nothing here, sir.
Let's go.
Secure the area. Oh my God.
You want the badge? The glory? Brother, pray you never get what you want. Every death rewires you. Close your eyes, and the sirens scream. There's no sleep. Just reruns of hell. That's the way to the badge. It'll carve itself into your soul sooner than you think.
Coming to console, July 15th. There you go, man. There you go. So I'm kind of getting a Rainbow Six Siege mixed with Payday. Kind of vibe, I guess. There's another game I'm thinking about that's it kind of remind me of. Looks good, man. Looks good. Looks really good. Looks really good, guys. Make sure y'all hit the like button for me, guys. I appreciate y'all for being here today. I do have to get going. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys, man. And tomorrow is the launch for Death Stranding 2. So hopefully you guys enjoy Death Stranding 2 if you're going to be picking it up. I know I'll be playing the game and checking it out. Maybe if I have the time, because tomorrow is kind of tricky. I know we have the Capcom event tomorrow, and then Death Stranding 2 comes out tomorrow. And then also there's going to be news probably going to be dropping left and right. So I think tomorrow will be a little busy. So we'll see what's up on how we're going to space out the content. But stay tuned. Hit the like button for me. Let's see if we can get over 300 likes if possible. Keep pushing these streams, guys. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. One love and God bless. Peace. We out.